and you do your own investing, um, and you've acquired a number of companies, which is kind of the ultimate form of investing. What are some of the decisions, and I guess what are some of the mistakes either you've made or you've seen other people make when they go into the small business space?
So the biggest mistake is thinking that all entrepreneurs are performance entrepreneurs. And actually, 75 to 90% of all entrepreneurs actually just want lifestyle. They want freedom, they want fun, flexibility. And what that translates into is that when they hit about 12 people on the team, they don't want to really go much beyond that. Believe it or not, I know that sounds so crazy, but you might get someone who's super ambitious, but then they go up to about 12, 13, 14, 15 people. And the type of person who often starts with a blank sheet of paper doesn't like rules, doesn't like structure, and they wanted to do this fun, creative thing, and now it's turned into a bunch of board meetings and strategy meetings and following through on what they said they would do and all that sort of stuff. So the vast majority of entrepreneurs are actually not investable, but there are a couple of opportunities in that. Number one, when you learn how to spot the entrepreneurs who are investable, then actually you realize they're not in as much competition as you'd think. Most people are going to drop out of the race very early on, much earlier, more early on than you'd think. And the second thing is that there's a lot of great companies that get to a few million in revenue, and then the entrepreneur's disengaged. And actually, that's just about the time where you could take it over and give it a real run. The real value creation in companies happens at about the 2 to 20 million mark. So the first 2 million, at that point, if you were to leave the business with 2 million of revenue, you'd barely be able to sell it, you'd barely be able to do anything with it. There's no valuation has actually been created. There's no asset value right up until 2 million. And then from 2 to 20 million is where the business professionalizes, it starts to scale, it starts to think about, what it's doing well, what it's not doing so well. It gets rid of some stuff, it doubles down on some stuff, and then it goes up to that 20 million in revenue, and that's where it does.